So hey guys, it's Ziant again, and would you look at this? Battlefield, the game that started my channel and the game that will continue to be strong on my channel upon the release of Battlefield 4 and or the demo if EA allows us to post it. But I know that your sub boxes have been spammed by Battlefield 4 and nothing but, and all the, oh here's all the weapons, here's all the game modes, all the maps, blah blah blah. Well, so this is a short video. It's short because I want to get right to the point and give my opinions on what I've seen at Battlefield 4 on channels like Level Caps, on channels like Rival X Factors, on channels like Culprits, on channels that have covered the game because they've played it or because they're deep into the lore of the game. And I want to start out by voicing some concerns. One of the things that a lot of Battlefield Bad Company 2 commentators complained about with Battlefield 3 is the damage model, and I've talked about this before. It's been a while, but I've talked about it. And I see that in Battlefield 4 it just looks this way, I don't know this for sure, it looks as though they've decreased the amount of damage that weapons do, so it takes more hits to get stuff done. But one of the things about Bad Company 2 that a lot of commentators either didn't mention or was part of their argument is that the netcode and the hit detection was absolutely awful. Part of the reason that you couldn't kill someone very quickly in Bad Company 2 is because half your bullets hit them, but nothing happened because the hitboxes actually trailed the characters. And I've seen in Battlefield 4 that they've decreased the damage model, which is good. I think there should be more of an ability to escape. And I'm seeing a not much improved netcode from Battlefield 3. I'm seeing also that the characters are twitchy and a little off kilter, but that's okay. That's okay. It's probably an alpha early beta build. And I like what they've done with Levolution. I like the ship on Paracel Storm. I like the tower on Siege of Shanghai. But Culprit's talked about this a lot, and I hope that he voices his opinions below. But it's all about the execution. If all we get from Levolution are these big set pieces, they're not really doing their job as they have said they were going to do it. Because Levolution to me means the level fundamentally changes at a core level. Yes, a ship going into the island, breaking off a wind turbine and going into the island, that changes a part of the level. Yes, the weather changes how the water works. But I feel like Levolution, for me, should encompass the entire map in some way. So the players should be able to affect the map in a different and more fundamental way than they have in the past. My issue is I don't see it happening because DICE hasn't had enough time to implement the feature set. But I am happy that they've upgraded the graphics, I'm happy they've upgraded the engine, I'm happy they've upgraded the selection of weapons and attachments. They've offered up a whole lot of new content. Now, of course, we will see the rise of the overpowered weapon. It just happens. The M16, they tried to nerf it, but there will be another one. And the corporate said this in a tweet once. It's just how FPSs work. There will always be a weapon that overpowers. Always be a weapon that is used more than others. Always be something that is effective in so many situations that it would be silly not to use it. And if DICE has done their job, there should be enough variety and enough effective variety that we're not so worried about that. But back to Levolution. I think that DICE is going to come as close as possible to offering the Levolution they've espoused. And I think that we haven't seen everything they have to show us yet. But what I think is most important for us in the coming months, that when Battlefield 4 releases, we will be in for a shock. And I hope that that shock is that the Levolution and the changes and the improvements we've seen are so much more in the final product that we're just blown away.